Happy weekend, everybody. This is Wall from Flow Trading Academy, and I'm going to be giving you the weekly rundown on the Nasdaq, NAS 100, and Q. So it's very obvious right now we're in a downtrend. We're going down, but something interesting happened on the New York session on Friday. We took out the lows and we aggressively bought up. We have trapped sellers at the lows. We have faded volume, and buyers are very eager to hold this market up and buy. We're transacting all our volume to the high side of the session. And interestingly, we've left a poor high on the TPO. So this would be a clear target to take out for the buyers. So with that in mind, come Monday, if we can start to hold these lows, either form a strong base or we have faded volume as it comes down into these key areas around the 630s to 530s, or holding the lows up here around the value area low around 700s. We base out around here. I could easily take a buy back up targeting these highs, these New York highs. So that would be one trade setup. Now, second setup would be right around here. We have around the 300s, 29,300s. We have some options levels around the 380s, and we have weekly value area low around the 280s. So all around this region, I'd be looking for either exhaustion from the buyers or aggressive sellers stepping in. If we can get any of that, wouldn't mind taking it back down to the 29,000s. So at least you could see even if buyers are starting to take control, you would at least see a break and a retest, something along the lines of this. And let's take a look at gold real quick. Very similar on gold as well. You can see even more bullish is they swept the lows and again, dropped sellers at the lows, aggressive buying. And now I wouldn't be surprised if we start maybe pulling back first down towards this high volume cluster, and then we slowly grind our way back up to the high side, back up to around the 40s or 40.50s for targets. And that just so happens to line up with this consolidation area where sellers may attempt to start stepping back into the market. All right, that's the weekly outlook. I'll see you in Flow Trading Academy and on the stream next week.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Simon from the FTA Academy, and today is my outlook for next week commencing 20th of July. How can I possibly forget? It is my wife's birthday on Monday, so I'm just recording this before things get a bit crazy next week. But let's dive straight into the charts and to see what I'll be looking at and considering for the week ahead. Just starting off with TradingView, you see how bearish we still are on gold, just continuing this huge bearish move to the downside. No sort of let up at the moment, still trading within this channel, so clearly it's still bearish on gold, so the overall sentiment is still to be very bearish, but we are getting these pullbacks, and you see here every now and again, but we're just bouncing off of this tired trend line, and just things are continuing to pop to the downside quite aggressively. We are getting pops to the upside, so buys are obviously still in play. Never discount on the buys. However, you'll find these moves are CPI, PPI, so these are quite aggressive, fundamentally driven moves to the upside. So any buys I'm expecting to be short-lived. Not to say they can't happen. We actually took a really nice buy on gold after the previous attempt to break the previous daily low, Thursday's daily low, and then we got this very nice move to the upside from there. So buys very much still in play, but you can see on gold, the overall structure, we're still very much in a downtrend, still very much bearish on gold. Now let's take a look at the order flow. Starting off with the footprint chart, again, same sentiment. We're very, very bearish on gold at the moment, and this is where we took that buy. This is where to zoom in for you guys. You'll be able to see exactly why we took it. I will do a full video and a full breakdown, but this level here at the 3990s, 3980s has been a real key level for me on gold for some time now. You can see here we tried to break it here. It's going back even more. Again, trying to break it here, even more, all the way back here. And this is actually the start of that move. Why this is the reason why I drew this line in, when was this? Let's look at this. So this was actually back on the 24th of June. So the end of June is how far back this level goes. You can see multiple attempts to break it. We have failed, and we continuously trade back above it. So that's one of the reasons why I was looking for buyers on Friday. Any sort of failure to break, similar to as we saw here, would result in a move to the upside, which I'm pleased to say the Flow Trading Academy were able to take. Now, if we look at this level to see where it came from, all the way back in June, enormous order flow activity all happening at the 3990s and also the 3980s. So we just consider this little cluster of huge amount of order flow activity, both on the bid and the ask. Just to highlight that again for you guys. So really, really key level, and we can demonstrate just how key it is by the amount of times that it was challenged and buyers were able to repel and send it back upwards. So all of Friday, guys, we actually found ourselves in a range, trading between the 4010s and the 3980s, all the way down to the 3960s, which is this area here, this bounce in between. And this was our range on Friday. And you can see here, as soon as we try to break below it, again, got rejected. We started trading back above the 3980s, and we continued to the upside. Now what you can see here is this level here, the 4010s, is now looking like an area of support. So just show you that here. You see how we broke above the 4010s, pulled back, and now this is acting as support. So potentially, guys, what we are looking at next week is either a rejection from the 4025s, which we've already had here, and we continue to hold this level, and then we continue to trade downwards back to this level, and there's a potential short position here. So this is definitely a potential short from the 4025s, but of course the 4025s on GC have to hold. Now, the reason why they may not hold is because of this little move here. You can see here, as we've come down, the 4010s has held as support, and now we're creating this sort of higher low here. So potentially you could get a move to the upside. So for me on Monday's open, what I'll be looking for is either a pullback to the 4025s and potentially an attempt to break above into the 4040s just here, and then I would be looking to sell, targeting the 4010s. So potential trade there, or potentially we could be looking for a pullback, and if the 4010s holds straight away from here, then potentially looking for longs, targeting the 4040s. Or if we continue downwards into this region, again the 3980s, 3960s, and this holds again for the uptick time after multiple attempts to break it, then we could go for longs, targeting the 4040s or even higher towards the 4060s. So that's my look ahead for next week, guys. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to be watching for. No, that's what I know I'm going to be watching for. Just waiting for my confirmations. If I just take you now to the book map, you can get a good idea. Again, so all my levels are marked up for you guys. So again, we've got the 4025s here. We've got an enormous amount of trapped buyers hit the bid up here. You see that over 1600 into the volume hitting the bid. So that's aggressive selling hitting the bid. So potentially we could see a move down, guys, from here, or these sellers actually become trapped and we start trading more towards the 4040s, even beyond that. So that is what we're looking at today, guys. Really key levels. Just keep an eye on the 4025s. So this region here, and the 39.70s down to the 39.60s, this level here. This is a really nice buy that we took on Friday, an attempt to break, completely failed, all documented in a pre-market plan on our Discord, so make sure you follow that and come onto our Discord, guys, link in the description. But that is my week ahead, guys. So if I just made it super simple for you guys and go over to our trading view chart, which I know a lot of you use. So these prices will be slightly different because they are spot prices. Obviously, order flow and all the analysis is done using GC, which is futures. So again, guys, what we'll be looking at potentially here is taking a short position, potentially if we fail to break above this area of supply, looking to head downwards towards the 39.70s on the spot again. That's option one, or potentially we could be looking for longs if we were to fail to break this level again, way down at the 39.60s, stop loss below the previous low, and then target the high. So you've got plenty of range to work with, guys, plenty of big moves that you could take advantage of, plenty of trading opportunities coming up in the following week. Just to make sure you manage your risk, make sure that you join the FTA Discord, link in the description, and we'll look forward to seeing you and trading with you in the next week. So take care, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I will see you in Flow Trading Academy.